Hello and welcome to Rose Play, Season 10, Episode 12. As always, I'm your host, Aurian MoonRose, and joining me for today's special festivity, Soul Wildfire. So, it's that time again, time for a Q&A. I did say we would do another one at the 200th episode. Granted, we're like 205, 10, something around there, but I've been having slight problems here and there trying to get things uploaded. So I do apologize, at least on the special episode. So, our fans, viewers, subscribers, followers, Rose Play community, there's way too many people watching at this point, have asked me some questions, and me and her are going to answer them to our best knowledge. Now, there might be a few questions she may not be able to answer, but we'll get to that when the time comes. Now, like the first 100 episode Q&A, I am going to tell you a little bit about them, if they have a YouTube channel, Twitch, whatnot, or at least what I know of. And I will also link their description in the comments, or not the comments, the introduction below or bio. I don't ever know what to call it. But it'll be linked in the bottom so you can go check them out. And feel free, guys, if you have any more questions for me or her, go ahead and leave them in the comments section below, and you guys might be featured on the 400th Q&A. Yes, 400. I'm going to keep doubling it. Anyway, I think I mumbled on long enough. Let's go ahead and get started with question number 1. Yes. Now, question number 1 comes to us from Hangs with Raj, or Raj, or Rog, something with an R-O-G. I'm sorry, I honestly never took time to learn the name Raj. But, he's a YouTuber. He's a competitive gamer with, his friends. He's got 2 great friends that he does some competitiveness with. He's done some sports, he's done UFC, and my personal favorite is when he gets one of his friends to make the Mario Maker level and he has to try to beat it. That thing is amazing. And then he also has played some betas and does news pieces within the game about releases coming out this month or about games in general. Pretty good channel. He asks, do you think choosing YouTube as a career is sustainable? If yes, why? If no, why not? Do I think YouTube is sustainable? A few days ago, I would have said maybe. It depends on how lucky you get. But YouTube has demonetized a lot of channels that have under 10,000 views. So this really makes it hard to start monetizing to start with. But as a YouTuber, I'm going to say no, with kind of a quotation mark. I don't think it's sustainable by itself anymore. Unless you're like PewDiePie, Markiplier, or any of the famous YouTubers that hit it big, or if you have a nice viral video that does amazing and then now everybody's watching your stuff. Otherwise, I consider myself less of a YouTuber and more of a content creator. As a content creator, I go all over different sites. I'm posted on like 4, 5, 6 different sites, and that's how I get my stuff out there. Some of them are monetized, some are tips, some are just for fun. So I think you can succeed in the content creation world, but if you focus solely on YouTube, then I feel like you're not going to get anywhere unless you get lucky or a big break, because YouTube is now so saturated that it's not even funny. And for me, my favorite site right now is VidMe, so a quick shout out to VidMe there. They're kind of small right now, but really amazing community. And then, like I said, I have 4 other 5 sites. But I'll go and leave the question there. Otherwise, I'll be doing this question for like 20 minutes. So, your opinion on, and I'll repeat it again, do you think choosing YouTube as a career is sustainable? If yes, why? If no, why not?
I'm going to have to go with what you said. Like, you need a lot more sites to post it on, I think. I mean, a lot of singers definitely get, like, famous off of YouTube, but
I've noticed that.
I think that if you want to be a gamer, I think that it's better that you post it on a lot of sites rather than just being known as a YouTuber.
And something else, you're done, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And something else that you mentioned that is very true, trying to become a content creator or a YouTuber or whatever is a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
It's not easy. It looks easy, but it's honestly not. If you're not willing to put in the time, the hours, for those of you who can edit, I can't. But for those of you who can edit, a lot of editing time, so it's not an easy job. I mean, granted, you're like, but Aurian, all you do is do games. And for the most part, you're right. Yeah, I do 30-minute to an hour games. But some of those games are very exhausting for me, just for that amount of time, because instead of taking my time, exploring the area and whatnot, I'm just breezing through it. Gwent, the beta that I've been playing. Last night I had 3 matches. Mentally exhausted me. Playing The Evil Within on the hardest difficulty. Oh my god, that crap's not easy, because I have to use my full brain power to decide, okay, I've been killed 200 times here. How do I fix that?
Well, yeah, and when you can't find switches on Lego games, huh?
Oh my god. Or that platform that doesn't do anything. Ugh. But yeah, so it's a lot of hard work, and granted, you might be like, I do special episodes like this, though, and this does take a lot more work. I gotta write a script, sometimes I gotta get a hold of her, which is kind of dependent on her scheduling. So yeah, it can be very tasking as well, but so very rewarding just getting that content out there. So alright, we're gonna go ahead and move on to question number 2. Question number 2 comes to us from Lady Chloe. She is also a YouTuber. She has 2 main channels. She's a retro gamer and somewhat a current gamer. On Seguin, I hope I'm saying that right, on Seguin Classics, she plays, so far I've seen PlayStation 1 games. She is or was working on Secret of Mana, and now she's getting ready, I think, to work on Threads of Fate, or will be. And then on her current channel, she does a multitude of fun games like Helldivers. That's an interesting game. She's a damn lord. She's a Time Lord's cousin. A damn lord. She's a damn lag Discord master texter, as I like to call her, on the Discord server that we're on for damn lag. She's like ranked first and like I think 7 levels ahead of people now. I'm not 100% sure. I know she's also on VidMe now. She wants to maybe start on Twitch or something, but I'm not sure if she's going to go through with that. I still say she should. But her question is, what is your daily routine you do for your YouTube channel? And how do you market yourself to other people? Now, I am going to answer this second, and technically the second answer is more her anyway. She's also my public relations manager. So we'll go ahead and start with what her routine is slowly for just when she comes to help on the show and her PRing mastery.
Well, I usually just like watch YouTube videos and relax, but I'm more energetic and calm that way, I think. But I market our show by talking to people on Twitter mostly and trying to get in touch with other gamers.
And that's a good strategy, honestly. And she's done pretty good for it so far. Better than me, which I'll explain when I get to that one. So, again, Aurian. Yes, Aurian? Just shut up and ask the question. Okay. What is your daily choking routine you do for YouTube channel? Alright, well, what my daily routine is normally, as I choke to death, normally, most of the day, I just play games. I prep future seasons of the show during the day. Like, right now, I think I'm on season 70, even though we're only on season 10, like, shibbity-hibbity. But as it gets nearer to the recording of the show, I take an hour break. I just completely relax from anything. Like she said, I kind of watch the YouTube videos. Sometimes I'll watch Netflix. I'll just do light little things, but I try to prep myself, get myself into the Aurian MoonRose persona just by laying pretty much on this couch and doing nothing. Pretty much. So, I mean, that's basically my routine. I don't do too much. And then I get something to drink before I start the show because throat can get dry.
Fluids.
Yep,
everybody.
fluids is amazing. Sometimes if I have a little snack issue, I will eat and I will go to the bathroom before I do the recording too, because if I have more than a 25-minute episode going into an hour, then I'm not getting up for a while, and I refuse to get up and just leave the the stream running, as I stream on Twitch for the show most of the time. Now, how do you market yourself to other people? I don't. I have big issues with this, honestly. So, basically, I have this idea in my head that I shouldn't have to promote or market, because it feels like you're, I don't know, it feels like when someone asks you for something, it seems childish, like, can I have that? Can I have that? Can I do this? It's like, don't get me wrong, the marketing's amazing, and I'm glad you do it, I really do, because you do believe in what we do. You have something to add?
Yeah. Well, like, see, usually they ask me to see their channel first, so it's a lot easier than just being like, wham, like,
Right, ram,
here's our
bam, thank
channel.
you, ma'am.
Here's our channel.
Right.
Let's
If you're going to ask me for something, I'm going to ask for something back.
It's like, hey, can you check out my buddy's channel?
Yeah,
I'll check out yours.
I feel that roughly you should basically be your own type of promoter. Like, if people like your content or love it, they'll subscribe to it, and then they'll spread word of mouth. So I kind of let people do my promoting for me, and then I've got the PR agent, so that does help too. So we'll go ahead and we'll go into question number 3 now. And that one's an interesting one. So let's go ahead and get into it. We'll just flap away, Flappy Bird style.
I don't know who you is.
You shouldn't. Alright, so question number 3 is brought to us by Wazzy. He's an iRacing guy. Basically, most of his videos that he did was iRacing, so he like had a dream that he wanted to be a racer, so basically he drives around and records it. It's pretty nice. It's a game, just so you guys know. Let's see, I lost where I was going. Oh, yes. He's also a big fan of Gwent. He started doing the beta as well. I'm not sure how he's doing with that. He's been quite busy lately. He's also an indie game fan, and also an RPG fan. He's a YouTuber, and he's also on VidMe, too. Now, he's very wacky, crazy in a good way, and he's Australian, so hence Wazzy, kind of a crazy Australian together, mixed. So he asks, why did Adama not appear sooner on Rose Play? Well, why didn't he?
That's all you. I don't know.
I thought so. I didn't think you'd have an answer to a question that's mine. So, why did it take Adama so long to appear on Rose Play? Well, first of all, it was a harder time in my life. This was almost 8 years ago when I invented Adama for the show. And I also had issues recording. When I first started the first season, I literally was up against a white screen. And I talk about this a little bit in Rose Play Presents. And I couldn't get the reviews done all the time. So season 2 took like a year or so to get going. 3 took a year past that. But I felt with the success that Rose Play has been having, I felt it was time to show off the not-so-humble beginnings of my career, as I'd make the joke. And not just that, but I've been trying to find a way to bring specials into the Rose Play universe. Because, of course, as we all know, we do seasons. We're on season 11.
Yeah.
I wanted something special. So, a special series, like a special mini-series that would play on TV from the normal TV show or a movie. So, Rose Play Presents pretty much was being created for this. So, where I could do E3 events, interviews, specials, collabs, but I didn't quite know how to start it. And I know I was getting from some people that you should do Adama again. You should do Adama again. And I'm like, but I don't know where to place it. And so when I got invited to the Gwent beta, I felt that was the perfect time to also bring Adama back. So, I mean, so far it's been getting mixed reviews, which is understandable. I mean, I was something fierce in maybe not such a good way. But, yeah, it's just I wanted to get myself known first as Adama, get people to know out there before I try bringing in this other persona. Plus, the last reason why I chose to bring Adama back is I'm thinking, and then keep word on thinking right now, I'm thinking about possibly bringing Adam as a review cornerback, depending on how y'all feel about the special series, once I get done the 26 episodes that were 1 through 3. Maybe even do a sort of storyline again. But I have plans for that. I might introduce that later on, but that's the main reason why I chose to bring Adama back. So in the famous words of Adama, I think it's time we go to question 4. All right, so question number 4 is brought to us by Warpath Gaming. Now, at the time of this video, he does mostly do gaming. He does a few special stuff. I was at the time going to call him a YouTuber, but he recently kind of quit YouTube. He is now a VidMe exclusive content creator, feeling that the VidMe community is much better than YouTube is. And he's also the VidMe guru. Everybody seems to like to go to him. And he's a really cool guy, I will admit that. We talk quite a bit. I love his videos. He's helpful, and he plays a multitude of different games. Namely, one of his favorites being the Kingdom Hearts series. So, somewhat a man after my own heart. Heart. Kingdom Hearts. I get it. I got my own joke that I didn't even know I did. So, he asks, outside of content creating, what hobbies and interests do you like? And I believe for this one, since I did answer the last one solely, we'll go ahead and let Saul over here answer her side first.
Did you already say the question?
Yes. Do you want me to repeat it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I was spacing out.
So, outside of content creating, what hobbies and interests do you like?
Oh, there's many. I mostly like singing, and I'm in choir and show choir. I also really like to write, and I write a lot of poetry. Music, mostly. But, I also used to be in, like, volleyball and basketball and a whole bunch of stuff, so honestly, there's a lot. There's, like, endless.
More than what I have in mind when it gets to my turn.
Yeah.
Alright, so outside of content creating, what hobbies and interests do I like? Well, outside of content creating being a major part of what I like, I'm very not as unique as Miss Soul Wildfire is over here. I like gaming. I like gaming a lot. It takes up most of my time. Like, I would say 70% of it. Outside of that, I love comics. Of course, I've said this many times. I mean, first I got Deadpool on. I mean, granted, I'd rather have Moon Knight, which, #1 hero, but I like comics. I like the DC shows that they have on right now for CW, and then the Netflix ones are pretty okay. I'm a big fan of anime, and I watch a lot of TV. So TV and gaming are pretty much it. I can't really think of anything outside, honestly. I mean, I am very dull. Aurian is a dull boy. But that's pretty much it. Like, gaming, TV, anime, comics. I'm what you would definitely call the connoisseur nerd.
Then what's Adama like, huh?
Ooh, Adama. Adama is a very manipulating, sadistic son of a... Like, I mean, not really, because he's just a character I created, but he was supposed to be a lot more darker than what the show led off to be. I never got that far. And I might show that again if it does come to pass. But Adama is basically very cool, calculated. He likes to plan things so far in advance that they happen way later on.
Huh.
And his hobbies are basically anything involving time or shows that involve the mind. And he loves doing any activity that's mindful, whether that be puzzles, puzzle solving, or problem solving, puzzle solving, not puzzles, so on and so forth. But he is very different. He does go outside, but usually it's to facilitate his plans, and then he gets so bored waiting for his plans to hit, then he games and TVs.
See? There you go. Multi-personality disorder.
There you go.
You gotta like routine, though. You
I do.
That. You have, like, stuff planned out and everything.
Yeah, I do. Stuff planning out. I do like having things planned out, hence why the seasons are planned so far advanced. So yeah, I do like to plan stuff. Alright, so we'll go ahead and move on to question number 5, which I got nothing special to do for question number 5. I kind of ran out of ideas, so let's just... Oh, I found something! To number 5. And finally, except minus a closing, finally, the last question was brought to us by Amateur Gamer. Oh boy, there's a lot to say on this one. I might as well just spend the rest of the episode. So, Amateur Gamer is a semi-retro gamer, and what I mean by that is he does play some of the old stuff like Diablo 2, Command and Conquer, but he also plays like Thief 2, and yeah, that's a little bit classic, but he's kind of in between. He does real-time strategies, like I just mentioned. He's a...
Can you read?
No, I cannot. I'm monetizing YouTube? You know, I have no idea what the heck I even wrote. I am sorry, amateur. But he is a YouTuber. He is a Twitch streamer, a Beam streamer. He's on VidMe. Like, he seriously takes to heart my being a content creator, not a YouTuber, very seriously. And he's on Twitter doing what you do a lot, too. I told him you two need to talk one of these days. Try to come up with plans to help one another. But he does everything, and he does daily uploads, which I would say I don't, but I have been thanks to the beta thing. But anyway, I'm getting way too far into what he does. God, there's going to be a lot of websites for him, too. Jeesh. All right. He asks, if you cannot game for a month. Really? Really? God, you are hurting me, dude. That's like my whole life. But you can travel to anywhere on Earth. Okay, well, that kind of might solve it. Where would you go? There's a few places that I have in mind, but the major one that I would personally like to go to, if I could not game for a month, I would not be able to relax. Like, if you took me to Hawaii and I had a game system, I'd be fine. Florida, game system, fine. But I can't bring anything. So, Japan. I would love to go to Japan. For multiple reasons. One, I do love the Japanese culture. Anime is in there, gaming. But I mean, their gaming is just so freakishly out there. There is, like, people who are otaku. There's crazy people in a good way. Not crazy people in a bad way. There's crazy people in a good way that goes insane for the games. Just to be able to go in there and take the time to watch these guys game, watch their culture. It'd be amazing just to travel to Japan. And personally, that's what I wouldn't mind doing.
But you would be traveling there for gaming. What would be the point of not being off the games? You'd be going there to game.
Well, yes, this is very true.
You'd be going there to see people game.
But it'd be different. I couldn't game for a month. So, I mean, if that was the case, I could just stay home on Twitch and watch everybody. But otherwise, no. Seriously, if not Japan, though, if I couldn't be around any gaming whatsoever, I think I'd choose Hawaii. Or Australia. Either one of the two. I like both places, and I really am just sick of the cold. Yeah, I'm kind of sick of cold. So it'd be Hawaii or Florida. There's really not much reason behind it, just of the fact that if I'm going to be off for gaming for a month, I'm going to consider it a vacation.
I thought it was Hawaii or Japan.
No, I said if I wasn't involved in the gaming, it'd be Hawaii or Australia.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, because if I'm not going to be able to game for a month, I might as well just take a full-on vacation. And at that point, Hawaii and, in my opinion, Australia are probably two of the best places to travel for that. But for you, amateur, I might go to Canada, too, because Canada seems amazing. Anyway, your turn now. If you cannot game for a month, but you can travel to anywhere on Earth, where would you go, Miss Wildfire?
I would go to Florida and go to my aunt's favorite beach, because it was a very beautiful place for one, and I haven't been there for a long time, and since I lost her to cancer, it'd be like kind of like a comforting, reassuring type thing to be able to go there, you know?
And I wouldn't mind actually going to Florida either. Florida would be a nice place to go. More than anything, dolphins.
Yeah. They're
I'm a
amazing.
big fan. Yeah, I'm a big fan of dolphins. And I know there's dolphins in other places, but Florida is one of the big places you hear about. Plus, isn't there like a few aquatic zoos or something there?
I think there might be. When I went to the amusement park SeaWorld, they had where you can pet the
like
dolphins.
SeaWorld.
And so I got to pet the dolphins for the first time. So
Lucky! Yeah. But no, I could definitely see Florida too. I mean, if you had to go there and I was able to tag along, Florida seemed like it'd be a good vacation spot too. I could definitely go for that. So that ends the 5 questions. So, again, like always, guys, if you have any questions that you'd like to ask me or Miss Wildfire over here, be sure to leave them down in the comments. Depending on how good the question is or how much I think I can do for it, I will try to get you guys in the 400th episode. Otherwise, I think these were some great questions. The people who asked them, thank you very much. I'll be sure to give everybody your links down below so that people can go check you out. And that's really it for the Q&A. Next time, I'll be back soloing on episode 13 for another episode of The Achievement Perfectionist, The Child of Light. Not going to be a long episode, honestly, I don't think. And then we will be returning for the season finale of season 10. And yes, I said we, Saul will be back for the Lego movie because, well, she played it with me. She might as well have a say in the rating. Plus, we might have a special to go with the game review. I'm not fully certain yet. So, until next time, remember, keep gaming, never give up, and keep those questions rolling because I always have awkward responses and apparently chicken dances to do. Or monkey.